morals.
So
you don't need the Bible to tell you not to.
Well, there's more what I was.
Rambam says, Kol Gonev Nefesh Misrael. It's in Parak Tes Halacha Aleph and Hilchos Geneva. Kol Gonev Nefesh Misrael. Okay, if you kidnap a Jew, okay, a Jew, over below sasa. Okay, you're over an isser, which is shenemar lo signov, because the Torah tells you lo signov.
What is this?
It's in the Rambam. Parak Tes Halacha Aleph.
Isn't it weird how it just says Jew? I mean, like.
The Gemara just take that up. Relax. Pasuk zeh ha'amor b'aseres hadvarim. Hadvarim, by the way, not a dibros. Hadvarim. Right? In the 10 things, if you want to be literal. Okay. This pasuk is brought down in the 10 Commandments. Who azhara l'gonei nefashos. So it is an azhara to gonei nefashos, meaning don't read lo signov to mean I can't steal money. It means it's a warning, no kidnapping. V'chein hamochro. Okay, and so too someone who sells the guy over below sasa. He's over another isser. Shezeh bechlal lo yimkru mimkaras ebed. So there's a separate isser in the Torah that I can't take David Cohen and just sell him as a slave. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, separate isser. However, okay, you need both kidnapping the guy, okay, and selling him as an eved, selling him in order to be chayiv in going in the fashos. Okay, you have to keep that in mind. So the way the Torah composes this isser is it says there's actually 2 isurim. There's lo signov, and then there's mechira. There's selling someone. Okay, right? There's 2 isurim.
What's the isser of selling one? Where is that?
A separate isser. The Torah says the Torah is a separate isser. It wasn't that isser wasn't created for kidnapping. It's a separate isser that I can't take David and sell him against his will into the slave market. I'm not allowed to do that. Nothing to do with kidnapping. I see David on the street. I say, "Hey, David, get over here." I'm selling him to the slave market.
Why is that not called kidnapping?
Free money.
So let's say, because I didn't put him into my rishus, nor did I do imor.
But
Okay.
you can't have kidnapping without selling.
Right. Those are the components. Okay. But one second, but you have a problem though. You're over 2 isurim. Okay. The isur of lo signov, what are you chayiv in? You kidnap someone, what are you chayiv in? Okay. Death. By mimkaras aved, what are you chayiv in?
Just a fine.
No. Malchus. Okay. The Rambam says mimkaras eved means I'm selling mocher eved. Mocher eved. So the Rambam says the ein lokin al shnei lav and elu nesher hu lav shenitin lasaras misas based in shenemar ki matza ish gonev nefesh umisasa b'chanek. So obviously when you have 2 isurim, what do?
Which is the worst punishment.
You go with the chanek. Okay. So you have now. This is what's so fascinating about this. All right. Just as the opening salvo. What's so fascinating is that you require 2 isurim, okay, to be over the isser of kidnapping, or to be defined as a kidnapper, okay, yet you're only actually punished for 1, okay?
Which is the other
So you
one.
don't get well, you can't get malchus with that.
Okay. Don't ask any questions.
You
like
get
this.
the worst
But
one always.
that's true, okay? But it's a
What's the
funny,
matter?
because it's a funny
Why
way.
is it funny?
Because usually, I'll tell you why, it's very funny. Because the Torah usually has a situation as a coincidence. In other words, it happens to be if a guy did 2 separate things, okay, and he's chayiv the A and B, right? He gets the worst one. But here,
No.
Wait.
no. Tell me an example. That was a great no.
Sorry.
You're like no.
Let's say I
What's different here? Get us turned on.
I couldn't. But give me.
You mean like one act that will get the same thing?
I said 2.
No, not even
Oh,
that.
obviously that will get 2.
Not even
things.
that.
Why?
Because it's inorganic. In other words, it would have to be where you did something that you were chayiv in 2 things. But that doesn't mean the isser was constructed that way. Here, the isser of kidnapping was constructed purposely in a way where you have to do both these things, yet you're only really punished for 1.
So,
That's the way it was constructed.
because you still get punished for doing only one of them, not the other.
So,
So that's why you need both.
hold on. We're not ready to give an answer for that yet. We have not enough information.
It's not funny.
To me, it's funny.
Hey, what?
But
That's what's
you would
important.
get punished
You don't
for
just-
doing
But
one of them, that's why you need
it's just
punished.
important if
What
it's
does it have
funny.
to sound?
You'll see why. When we're done with this, you'll be like, oh, now I understand why it was
Does the
funny.
Ram
So wait, I
have
have
to
a
sound
question.
time?
What? You already have a question?
Yeah.
Why didn't the Torah just create an isser called lo signov? Why do you have to have lo signov plus mimkaras eved? Why couldn't you have the isser be? I got to do these 3 things, right? Rishus, imur, and mechira, and then I'm
you get
chayiv.
punished for just selling.
Well, you should be punished for doing these 3 things.
Why do you need to say that it's?
Return it though.
Read it again.
Gonev Nefesh Yisrael. Eno chayav. Sheyichnis nu.
Yachnisenu l'shusa.
Shachnisenu.
Okay, so if somebody kidnaps a Jew, right? He's not chayiv until when?
Until you enter into possession.
You bring no,
Exactly.
until you bring him into your rishus.
Your-
So if I again using our favorite nignav, if I go into David Cohen's house, I tie him up and I keep him in his house. Just in a little shot,
Yeah.
I'm not chayiv.
No,
Okay.
no chayiv.
Okay. Now remember that Rashi guys did. Okay. Why does Rashi? Now this is where Rashi's abnormal. Yaakov. Rashi goes into a very detailed explanation in this first Rashi of how Nimsa B'Yado teaches you Birshusa. Why does he do that? Simple. Because Gemara never explains.
Yeah.
The Gemara never tells us where the source for Rishus is.
Why?
Okay. It just doesn't. Okay. So Rashi telling you.
Yoda is a given.
No, the Gemara knows.
Yeah,
The Gemara
yeah,
doesn't.
means you're
Right, the Gemara never fleshes the reason out. So you have to go into the Gemara knowing
What's
that the
that
first thing is found in your hand. Okay, but it doesn't really mean in your hand; it means in your shus. So going into the Gemara, you need to know that one of the three components of kidnapping is he must take him into your shus. Okay, so if I kidnap, in order to be defined as a gonev, step one is I got to take David, I got to bring him into my house. Okay, Now,
What's the example Rashi gives?
Vaikachas kol artso miyado. He took all the land from his hand. What does that mean? He took it from his
Must
hand.
be your
It
house
means he was no
anywhere but
longer.
my house.
It was no longer his rishus anymore.
Must be my house or your house or anywhere.
My
but
rishus. My
You take
rishus.
me to
Your car.
a park.
That's my favorite case. The old pluck the kid off the street, put him in your
To a
car.
park.
So no, park wouldn't be good.
So you're not gonna.
Right? No.
Okay.
No. It's got to be your house. Your house. Not just enough. Now we're going to answer that
Car isn't
soon.
enough?
No, car would be enough if it's your rishus.
Oh, okay.
Right. But let's say I borrow my wife's car. Let's forget Ishtok Gufo. All right. So I'm not a kidnapper yet.
This kid's ridiculous.
It's great. Okay. This goes very against the Western.
Find a way to kidnap without being like.
That's great. It's incredible how the locker system works here. It's fascinating.
There's no durabuttons like safeguarding that. Like
Not really.
It's great.
All right. Anyway, go on. Doesn't mean Beis Din would tolerate it, but that's a separate issue. Okay.
they use
You're-
All right.
their.
Read the Mishnah.
Wait, they
And you
use
can
their.
really like learn how to do like
what lawyers
criminal
do every
acts
day
in
in
the
their lives.
proper way.
It's open Mishnah. Okay,
They
go on.
just use their like power to do whatever they want. And kill
We
them.
didn't really do
They
anything.
would figure out a way. We're not
It's
gonna.
not defined like that.
The jail?
No, they can do whatever they want.
Damn,
Send, like,
Hurrah Shah.
I think the Torah is a little bit more like
Martial law.
Martial law.
Martial law. All right. So go on the Mishnah. Go on the Mishnah. So the Mishnah says. So the implication is what? You need two things.
Yeah, two things.
Okay.
Why he would have? Why did he say?
Okay, now let's be clear about something.
Because
Because that's he's interpreting what Emor means, right? But let's be clear about
Doesn't say
something.
sell.
No, we're not up to Mechir yet. Okay, but okay.
It says
No,
sell.
one second.
Toss it.
You're right. I know. He knows that too. He's just trying to focus on one issue. You'll see in the Gemara. But one thing for sure, the pasuk says Visamerbo. Is it possible that Tanakama holds you don't require shimush?
yes.
No, you'll see. That's impossible. The Gemara's going to explain it.
Okay, but at our
I know. I understand that, but you'll see. The Gemara's going to tell you. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Shnei Rabbi Bo Umacharo.
Good. Next, Gonev Beno.
Beno Rabbi Yishmael Beno Shal Rabbi Yochanan Ben Baruka Mechayev V'Chacham P'tar.
Right. Just as a side joke, it's funny how the Mishnah says.
Why
So
did they make a joke?
in all the Gemaras, there's time.
They made a joke, but also-
There's an act as
Tanakama Lo By Imor.
Emor. What's the
Good
question?
question. You don't need Imor.
Right. Thank you. See, the end part there is what emphasizes it. In other words, what he's telling me that Tanakama really held it goes against the Torah where it says you require Emor? Of course not. So the Gemara says.
Derava Imor Pachot Mash
Mishava
Shava Pruta
Ika.
Ika Binayu.
Good. Okay, so what does that mean?
So Imor is less equal,
Less than.
less than Shava Pruta.
What's a Shavapruta?
It's something that's equal to a worth.
The most minimal financial amount.
Yeah.
Okay?
Ika Binayu. There is. Some,
Is what there is the difference between them.
oh yeah.
Stop. Okay. The answer is forget the last step of Mechira. Okay. The first two steps required are I bring someone into my Rishus and then I do Emor. Okay. So what does bringing into Rishus do, and what does Emor do?
Bringing
Okay.
it to Rishus makes it.
If you could own a person, then the Torah would have set it up as a unique Isser. Okay. But it doesn't. It doesn't because you can never really own a person. So what's the problem here then?
But we
But
have a
then what do you- how do you define it then?
No.
You mean a
Al just
man-
means he works for you.
What do you mean a man
Right?
calls
And there
a
is
woman?
some idea, but you
You
can
can't sell something
really
you don't own.
not halakhically.
You
You
can't have-
truly own a person.
You can't
No.
sell something you don't own.
Okay, so one second. So
You get
so
close-
what's the problem?
The problem is
What's the
how you
problem
sell
with
something you don't
Geneva?
own.
Is that it's a
Okay.
very simple thing. The thing is you're taking a gavra and you right? You can't do it to him,
Any definition?
but you're relating to him. You're rendering him. You're attempting to render him into an object.
What's wrong with
Okay?
Okay.
Who cares what's wrong with that? That's a separate question. That's philosophy.
Mr. Moral.
I want to know what you're doing. That's what you're doing. How do I know that's the case? Now, plug it in.
You can't sell.
What's the problem with Rishus? What does Rishus do? Think about when you buy something, okay?
You need
Just a normal purchase,
Buy,
right? Okay, so what does bringing to Rishus demonstrate?
Violence.
Bilus, good. But how is it an expression of Bilus?
You get to pick it up.
Because it's not. Because if it was just an expression of Bilus, I would say if I take David and I bring him to the park, why is that an expression of Bilus?
It's complete violence. It's in your
What makes it complete? What makes it complete? Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
in your Malcolm. You're
Which means what? It's yours. It's yours.
It's
Freely.
yours.
It's yours.
Do it the way you want.
More than that, it's yours, exclusive to
Yeah.
everybody else's.
Right.
Okay? If it was just simply removing from someone's rishus, then I could take him to the park.
Right.
But what the first step is that what do I have to do? I have to put him in a situation where it's in my rishus, because my rishus means it's my bilus exclusive of everyone else's bilus. Okay? Again, because in order to kill the guy, that's what you have to understand. You're killing the guy. It's not a monetary punishment. It's killing him. So where's the moral issue? The moral issue expresses itself from the fact that I'm relating to him as I'm trying to render him into a chafsa, right? Into an object.
Your house in order to have violence.
Oh, so the first step is it? Let me ask a question: is it really, truly bilus of the guy if I have him in my house? No. But what am I demonstrating though?
Yeah.
Right. I'm demonstrating them that now it is mine. Okay.
But if it's really just that, then
No. What's before that? Emor.
Oh,
Now think logically. Why what I'm saying is the right way to go? Because what's emor then? Just in general, what does it mean shimush? What does shimush do? Now we get to machlokus shavaput or not. What is shimush?
like tashmish.
Well, you're making use of him. So what does that mean though? What's the problem? What are you doing when you?
That's
Vegan
So therefore what? What's that expression of?
That's an expected objectification.
No. That's the whole issue. But let's step by step. If I go ahead and I'm a shamish guy, if I say that I take David into my house and I say, David, go get me a cup of coffee. Okay? Forget Shavapruta for a second. What am I doing there?
You're ordering me around.
I'm ordering you around, right? So what does that mean?
Means
What's an expression
you have
of?
control over-
Bingo. Next word, control. Okay? So it's not enough just to establish exclusivity, but the next step is I got to show that who's in control. Me. I'm in control of you.
Part of the violence?
No, separate idea. Separate. Okay? Step two. Step two is it's not enough just to bring him into my bilus, because if I bring him into my bilus and then sell him, I'm not chayiv. I have to do shimush. I have to do some expression of control. Now, if I have to do that,
Even Rabbi Yehuda doesn't say you need shimush. He says he doesn't need. He says just two Rabbi Yehuda.
no, everyone agrees you need mechira. The pasuk says so. He's just saying within emor. Don't read the Mishnah that way. Remember, what does the Gemara tell you? The Gemara tells you that it's a machlokas. Does emor have to be a shabbat or not? Okay, in other words, it's not that he's saying from this Amerbo versus Tanakama. He's saying that this Amerbo teaches you it has to be a Shabbat Pruta. Okay, that's what he's learning. So what's the machlokas to say whether you need a Shabbat Pruta or not? What's the machlokas to say? We're saying that you have to establish control over the guy. Now the question is, one side holds that it could be putting my elbow on you. The other one says that no, you have to actually do something that's a Shabbat Pruta. What's the machlokas? Why? To be clear, I don't care what you think if I kidnap you. Let's say I kidnap you and I say, well, I'm kidnapping you, by the way, I'm going to give you $1 million. It's irrelevant. Your halacha defines you as now in the process of being a nigdav. You understand? So it's irrelevant. But the main svar is like this. Again, repeat it one more time. What the first side saying that is it just a demonstration of control per se, or does it have to actually be measurable? And if it's measurable, that's what Shabbat Pruta tells you. And what's the expression of that? Hana. I have to get hana from my control. So if I just put my elbow on you, but if I go ahead and make you get me a cup of coffee, there I'm benefiting from it. And if you think about it, now again, why does that fit into the overall idea that we're saying? Because what's the objective here? What's the problem by Gonev Nefesh? What are you trying to do? You're trying to make him into an object. You're relating to him that way. So think about it. What is if he's Shabbat Pruta? What does that sound a little bit like?
It sounds like he's
I
Abdus.
was thinking about some random.
Yeah, me too.
What does the fact if we're using a financial mechanism to objectify Hana? Why would they use that as a system? It's not random, obviously, because it's like an Abdus. Abdus, everything that Ebed does for you.
Wait, so if you're using a random system,
It's not. They didn't pick Shabbat Pruta out of nowhere.
Right.
Why Shabbat Pruta? Because
worth anything.
Abdus, but it's saying it comes from Abdus, meaning that you're making him work for you
Or
for some sort of benefit, right? Some sort of benefit. Okay. Okay. Fine. So is that clear? More or less?
Avoid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Starting from okay.
Boy Rav Yirmiyah.
Rav Yirmiyah, Ganavo Umacharo Yashan Mahu.
Yashain Mahu. So okay, question one.
So you
I kidnap the guy. Okay, Gunvo. I take you into my rishus
sell.
and I sell you. Now, okay, one second. But did I do Emor? I did do Emor. But what were you doing while I was doing Emor?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Okay, sleeping. So
Okay.
I go ahead and let's just be extreme. I go ahead and to make it more fun. You're sleeping. You're in a deep. I knock you out. So you're unconscious. Okay. We're gonna do a David now, and you go ahead. I make you make me a cup of coffee. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't really do anything, man.
It's true.
More like
Okay.
a puppet.
But I'm making use of you. I'm certainly getting shimush,
Yeah.
right? I'm not making myself. I'm using you to make the cup of coffee.
He's asleep.
He's asleep. He's deep sleep. Took an Ambien. Okay. Okay. Or you were struggling when I kidnapped you, so I give you the old, butt of the gun in the back of the head. All right. So my pleasure. So you sell the guy. Okay. So the question is, did I do Emor or not? Okay. Did I do Emor or not? Okay. What would you say?
Emor is
Shimush.
making use of it.
I made use of you while you were sleeping.
Well,
What would you say?
You're still getting hung up.
So you say it is Emor.
No, we didn't make.
Interesting,
I didn't
okay.
really do anything.
Is
He
he
didn't make me
while,
do
okay,
anything.
okay.
while he's
He told me
sleeping? Is he
to
an
do
object?
anything.
Okay.
Control.
What?
Is he an object while he's sleeping?
Ah, also a good point. So David's bringing out a good point as well. What's the guy defined as when he's sleeping? Okay,
Still a person.
keep going.
Mahu.
No, Mahu. That's question one. Second question.
Machar Isha le
Ubra.
Ubra.
Mahu.
Mahu.
Okay, second case. I sell. Okay, I kidnap a pregnant woman. Now, why am I kidnapping her? Let's make it. Let's make because Ubra. Now, Ubar. Now, what am I after when I kidnap her? Let's assume she's 9 months pregnant. What do I really want?
Baby and
The fetus. No, I don't want her.
Why not? You can sell her too.
This case.
Double money.
But I understand. But in
One
this case, what do I want though? I don't care about her. I want her baby.
It's a good steal.
So what do? I kidnap her.
Right.
Okay. Forget. Don't worry about how did he demonstrate that. But let's assume it's clear that he's kidnapping her
For the fetus.
for the fetus. Okay. I bring the pregnant woman into my rishos. I've accomplished that. Okay. What about Emor?
Making use of her. You're ready making use of her.
No. Who am I after?
The baby.
The baby. So where's the Emor?
I'm not making use of the baby. You're making use of her.
How would you make use of the
You can't
baby?
make me use the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So therefore, the Gemara is saying I didn't do Emor because okay, and then I sell her. Mahu.
The baby or her?
I sell her and the baby, but it's really the baby. I sell the fetus.
You still get shy for her.
Because I
Making use of her to hold the
kidnapped.
baby.
I know it sounds like a crazy case, but I kidnapped her for the fetus.
Either way.
Okay. I don't know. It's a question of whether to do Emor or not. But how do you do Emor on a fetus? And I sell the fetus. Shimush.
But they're still both in your possession.
No, you.
That's true, but I don't care about the woman.
Okay.
You done Emor for her, so you be shy for her, but not the baby.
No, but I think that's what I did though. I forget her, right? She's the carrier. She's the womb. Okay, that's all you have to care about. So I kidnap her, but I'm really kidnapping the fetus.
Right.
Okay. The question is, did I do shimush? Can you do shimush on a fetus? And then I sell the fetus. Okay, I sell her with the fetus.
No, you don't do shemesh on a fetus.
Well, hold on,
But you
there is.
shemesh on her.
You'll see there is shimush for a fetus.
She's-
The question is, what? No, she's not.
Yes, she is. She's carrying the baby.
Wait. Okay, so the Gemara says mahu. Okay, go.
Yesh derech imor bekach hu
Oh.
ein derech imor bekach.
So what's the question?
So there's a way to use.
Is this derech imor or is it not?
Yeah.
Can I do imor on a fetus or on someone sleeping, or not? Okay, can or can I not?
Uber means
No.
fetus.
Yeah. Look at Rashi. Machar isha le'ubra,
Yeah.
ganav isha me'uberes.
Ganav isha muberes.
So I kidnap a woman who's pregnant.
Yeah. Umachar
Le'ubra, but I sell her for what?
the
The
fetus.
fetus, because that's what I want. Shalom machar guf shalah.
Yeah, and you don't sell her.
Right, elashia ubar machar, but just the fetus.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, sell her.
so he's selling. He didn't sell her. He sells the unborn baby. Okay. It's a good question how he does that, but that's a separate issue. So, is there emor here or not?
Of the
Okay.
unborn
So,
baby.
what would you say, by the way, without getting into any sfar, just on the top of your head? Do you think there's emor here or not?
Maybe not.
Well, okay, but you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why? Why?
She popped out the baby for you.
The baby's not born.
The baby's
No
not
baby
her.
born.
It's not the baby.
The fetus.
How do you
Not on
take
her.
it? Wait, how are you selling the
Oh,
fetus?
so question is, so where would the case? How about this?
What?
What's the case of emor by a fetus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. But let's forget the fetus case. Let's take the sleeping case.
Okay.
What would you say?
I'll say no.
There's no emor. Why not?
Because I didn't do anything for you.
Okay. Well, and would you agree with that?
No.
Why?
You think there is Imur?
What did I do?
Why?
My puppet. I got you set
No,
up
but
the
I
puppet.
didn't do anything. You said to me that, but I didn't do anything for you. I have to do
So-
something in order for there to
Well,
be.
how do you know that?
But no, but you said you. If
Don't look at me, you guys. This is
You
good.
said leaning on me is considered.
The like a Emor.
Klau. So the Gemara says, what's the easy answer? There's no Imur, right? There's no Imur. Why should you think there's Imur? There's no Imur.
What's Tefuk?
That you should think. An easy way to say. You should think to say that there's no Imur.
Okay.
Lo tzricha. You did no. Not so simple. There might be Imur. Why? Now look at the cases.
My big subserviency though.
Hold on.
Yashan. Saga.
Alea. So in the case of sleeping, I'm putting my elbow on him.
Right.
I'm leaning on him. In the case of the pregnant woman, where's the Imur? Where could the Imur be?
She said Ukma.
This is a great case.
The Afi Zika. There Emor.
Ba'ape zika. Derech Imur b'kach. Oh,
Ain't
ein derech Imur b'kach. My teiko. So what does teiko mean? The Gemara doesn't know.
You should say.
All right. But what's the case about the woman? It's a great case. Okay. By the fetus. By the fetus. How do you get Imur from a fetus? Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this up from Rashi. Look at Rashi. The ukma ba'ape zika.
Okay. The Kokama
Shehi ava, which means what? It's the first wide line.
So, and every single time. Wait, what?
As much as she is, what's aveh or ava?
I don't know.
Fat.
Fat. Okay.
Moel
Moils.
helps Yoser better
Yeah, helps us Hagin Bifnei Harua.
to protect you from the wind. So,
What?
so what's the Emor? Emor is very simple. The Emor is that it doesn't matter the reality of the case, but I bring it to my house and there's a breeze, right? And I'm cold, so what do?
You put your belly in front of your face.
Exactly. That's your Emor. Because where am I getting the benefit from? I'm Mishamish the fetus.
That's ridiculous.
That's absurd.
But that's not even the fetus.
But it is. Because it's not her.
No, but
Right, the Gemara is bringing another feature into the picture now. Okay, think about it.
Not just
Right, but no, but it's a but think about it. Look at control as a coin. Okay, on one side of the coin is my expression of control over you. But what's the other side of the coin?
Me doing something for you.
Subjugation.
Yeah.
Okay, being subjugated to my control. So the Gemara's initial assumption was that
Well, why does that have effect on
I'd be
the
subservient
Gabra,
to you.
whose the imperfection is on me? So why
forget the
does it matter
imperfection.
about-
Forget the imperfection because we're trying to define what control here means. So there's two ways you can look at control. Okay,
But
one look at control
if
is that.
the other